Beatrice. I need to talk to you about something important. It's kind of a big deal. Are you free to chat for a bit? I really need your full attention.
Well, look at this. Eleanor is actually reaching out. That's a first in ages. I'm usually the one trying to get a hold of you. What's up? I'm just finishing up a design project, so I've got a few minutes before my next client call. Is everything okay?
It is serious, Beatrice. Extremely serious. Actually, it's about me possibly moving back home. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and it feels like the right decision for me right now. It's a huge step, obviously, with a lot of implications for everyone. I've gone over all the pros and cons in my head, and I truly believe this is the best path forward. I'm talking about a permanent move.
Huh? Moving back? As in, to Mom's house? Our childhood home? That's unexpected. Very unexpected. I mean, you've been living in San Diego for years now, haven't you? You built a whole life there. What does your husband say about this grand idea? I can't imagine him just picking up his life and moving across the country on a whim. And the kids? What about their schools, their friends?
Charles and the kids, of course, would come with me. Did you even have to ask? We're a family, aren't we? We do things together. He's completely on board, actually. We've talked about it extensively, and he understands the importance of this. The kids are excited about a new adventure. They've always loved visiting Grandma, so they're looking forward to being closer.
What about Charles's job? Doesn't he have a pretty demanding career there in finance, right? I remember him mentioning some big promotion last year. Is he just going to commute? That would be quite a trek. Or is he planning to find something new here in our little town? That might be a challenge, given the limited opportunities compared to a major city like San Diego.
Oh, he'll just have to quit. It's not the end of the world. Jobs come and go, you know? They're replaceable. Family is more important than some stuffy old job, don't you think? He's already given his notice. He's excited about the change of pace. He says he's been wanting to try something different for a while anyway. He's already started looking at some remote opportunities, and he's confident he'll land something quickly.
Just quit? Eleanor, are you sure that's feasible? What about your financial stability? A cross-country move, no immediate job for Charles. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Have you really thought this through? What about savings? Is his company offering a severance package? This just feels incredibly impulsive, even for you.
It'll be fine, Beatrice. Trust me. We have plenty of savings, and honestly, Charles's job is not what's truly important right now. Besides, I'm more worried about our mother right now. It's a daughter's instinct, I suppose. I need to be closer, to oversee things personally. I want to make sure she's truly taken care of.
Worried about Mom? What's going on? As far as I know, the two of us have been managing perfectly fine here. We have a routine, and Mom seems content. She's been in good spirits, going to her book club, doing her gardening. Everything seems stable. What exactly is it that you're worried about? Has she said something to you specifically?
Oh, you would think so, wouldn't you? Living off Mom's money, nice and cozy, without a care in the world. You've always had it easy, haven't you? No real responsibilities, just floating along. It's easy to think everything's fine when you're comfortable. You've been living in that house for so long, I doubt you even see things clearly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean? I contribute to the household, you know. I pay my share of the bills, I buy groceries, I help with the upkeep of the house, I work. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and my income is consistent. I've been helping Mom manage the house since Dad passed. What makes you think I'm just living off her? That's a really unfair accusation, Eleanor.
Please, let's be real, Beatrice. Don't be so naive. You're just living off Dad's inheritance, aren't you? You think I don't know about that trust fund? You're enjoying a life of leisure while Mom... Well, Mom deserves better than to have her resources slowly drained away. It's not just about what you contribute now, it's about the long-term impact on her financial security. That money was meant for her retirement, not for you to live a cozy life.
So, now you're suddenly concerned about Mom's feelings and her finances? That's rich coming from you, Eleanor. You haven't exactly been a beacon of family support over the years. You barely visit, you rarely call.
Look, Beatrice, I don't know what you're trying to imply, but I know Mom isn't truly happy with the current arrangement. She's putting on a brave face for you because that's just how Mom is. She wouldn't want to upset you, but I can read between the lines. I know her better than anyone. I'm her eldest daughter, after all. I have a deeper understanding of her needs, her unspoken desires.
You don't know anything about our lives here, Eleanor. You haven't been a part of it for a long time. Mom is happy, and we get along just fine. We have our routines, our inside jokes, our quiet moments. You're the one who's been absent for years, living your glamorous life far away, only to parachute in now and make grand pronouncements. What makes you think you can suddenly just disrupt everything we've built here?
That's where you're wrong, Beatrice. I'm not just parachuting in. I've been observing. I know more than you think. Mom has told me everything, every little detail about her frustrations, her unspoken wishes. You'd be surprised how much information you can gather when you actually engage with someone. Truly listen to their subtle cues, even from a distance.
You've been talking to Mom? About me? I didn't realize you two were suddenly so close. I mean, we've had our disagreements, sure, but she usually keeps things between us.
Unlike some people, I actually care about Mom's well-being and her happiness. It's what older sisters do, Beatrice. We look out for our younger siblings, even if they don't appreciate it.
That's a low blow, Eleanor. You were never around much, especially after Dad's funeral. You rushed off as soon as it was over, practically before his casket was even lowered into the ground.
That's irrelevant right now. We're talking about Mom. Focus, Beatrice. Don't try to deflect by bringing up the past. What matters is the present and Mom's future. You're always trying to shift the blame, aren't you? It's tiresome. Let's stick to the current issue at hand, which is Mom's living situation and her needs.
So, what exactly has Mom been telling you? Because the Mom I know is perfectly happy. What's this big secret she's been supposedly confiding in you? Are you making this up? Because frankly, I don't trust anything you're saying right now. Give me specifics, Eleanor, not just vague accusations.
She says it's tough with you around all the time. She can't do anything she truly enjoys. She feels like she's walking on eggshells. She feels like you're always underfoot, always there, preventing her from having her own space, her own freedom.
That's ridiculous. Mom has her hobbies, her friends. She's an active person. We go out together. We have our own lives. She volunteers at the library. She goes to her gardening club every Tuesday. She even has a pottery class twice a week. She's always busy, and she's never complained about me being here. Never. Why would she tell you something different?
And yet, you're there, living the high life on her dime. It's not fair to her, Beatrice. It's simply not fair. She shouldn't have to subsidize your lifestyle indefinitely. That money is for her comfort, her security in her golden years, not for you to live a perpetually comfortable existence without contributing meaningfully to her welfare or your own independence.
Mom never said anything like that to me. She would never say anything like that. She's not like that. We have an open and honest relationship. We talk about everything.
Well, she said it to me. She's probably just being polite to your face, Beatrice, because she's too kind, too considerate. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But to me, she can be honest. She knows I'll always have her best interests at heart, even if it means telling you a difficult truth. She respects my frankness.
That's not true. We're close, and she would tell me if something was wrong. We have daily conversations, deep conversations, not just surface-level pleasantries. We've talked about our future, about her plans. You're lying, Eleanor. You have to be.
She says it's exhausting having you there with no real job, just lazing around, constantly expecting her to cater to your schedule. She feels like she has no privacy, no space to herself. Every time she walks into a room, you're there. Every time she wants to watch TV, you're on the couch. She feels suffocated.
I do have a job. I work from home. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and my income is stable and consistent. I have clients, deadlines, real work that I do every day. You just assume the worst about me, don't you?
I'm sure that's very demanding. Is it really a job, Beatrice? Or just some little hobby you do to pass the time? Are you actually making enough to support yourself? Or is Mom still footing the majority of your bills?
It's a proper job. I work at least 40 hours a week, sometimes more. I pay my share of the utilities, the internet, the groceries, even household repairs. I covered the new roof last year. I've been diligently setting aside money for Mom's future medical needs, too. I've been taking care of her financially and practically since Dad passed away. What makes you think I'm just sitting around doing nothing? I manage the house, I run errands, I cook dinners. I'm constantly busy.
See? This is what I'm talking about! You're living there and it's causing problems for Mom. Everyone is struggling because you are freeloading. You're a drain on her resources, her emotional energy. Can't you see that?
You're twisting things, Eleanor. You're distorting reality to fit your own narrative. You're making up these elaborate stories about Mom's supposed unhappiness just to justify your own manipulative plans. I refuse to believe this.
Everyone is struggling because you're freeloading. Even your brother Arthur can't stand it. He's sick of it. He told me himself. He wishes you'd finally grow up and get out of Mom's hair.
Arthur? Arthur would never say that. You're lying, Eleanor. Arthur and I are close. We talk all the time. He's been nothing but supportive of me and Mom. He would never say something so cruel behind my back.
Oh, he has. He's fed up with you taking advantage of Mom. He told me just last week when I called him. He said he was worried about Mom, but he didn't know how to address it with you. He said you were too sensitive. He even suggested that maybe I should be the one to step in and fix things.
You're making this all up. This isn't like Arthur at all. He would have told me himself if he felt that way. He's direct, not a backstabber. You're deliberately trying to isolate me, aren't you?
I'm telling you the truth, Beatrice. You're just too blind to see it. You've been living there for so long in your little bubble, you've lost all perspective. You're like a parasite, clinging to Mom and Dad's legacy, while the rest of us are out here living real lives, taking real responsibilities.
So, what's your grand solution then? What exactly do you want, Eleanor? What is the master plan you've concocted that justifies all these lies and accusations? What is your end game here? Because it's clearly not about Mom's well-being. It's about something else entirely.
We're moving in. Charles, the kids, and me. We're taking over the house. Mom needs a real family around her, Beatrice, not just you, constantly there, reminding her of everything she's lost. We're a complete family unit, a proper household, and we'll bring life and energy back into that house.
You can't just move in. This is my home too. I've lived here my entire life. I've been taking care of this house, maintaining it, pouring my own money and effort into it. And Mom lives here. You can't just barge in and take over like some kind of invading army. What about her wishes in all of this?
Mom needs proper care, Beatrice, and frankly, you're not providing it. You're too focused on yourself, on your own comfort. She needs someone who can manage her daily needs, someone who can anticipate her wishes, someone who can truly be there for her in her twilight years. You're just not equipped for that level of commitment.
That's an insult, a blatant, cruel insult. I take excellent care of Mom. I cook her meals, I take her to appointments, I make sure she takes her medication. I spend quality time with her every single day. I manage her finances, I pay her bills, I handle all her errands. What more could you possibly want? You think you can just waltz in and do better?
Oh, please. Letting her live in her own home is the bare minimum, Beatrice. She needs more than that. She needs companionship, stimulation, proper financial management, someone to protect her from... Well, from people like you who drain her resources. She needs a vibrant, loving environment, not just a quiet coexistence. We'll bring laughter and joy back into that house.
And you think you're going to provide that by uprooting your entire family and moving back here, completely disrupting Mom's peaceful life? That sounds incredibly disruptive for everyone. Especially for Mom. You're going to turn her quiet sanctuary into a chaotic household with 2 kids and a constantly job-hunting husband.
Someone needs to step up, and it's clearly not going to be you, Beatrice. You've had your chance, and you've squandered it. It's time for someone responsible to take charge. I'm the eldest. I have a duty.
You're so incredibly arrogant. You think you know what's best for everyone, even when you're clearly making things worse. You're bulldozing over everyone's feelings, making unilateral decisions without any input. This is typical Eleanor, isn't it?
Someone has to, Beatrice, and you're clearly not capable. You're too emotional, too stuck in your ways. You can't see the bigger picture. I have a clear vision for Mom's future, a plan for how to ensure her well-being, and I'm going to execute it.
So, what happens to Mom if I'm gone? Who will actually look after her day to day? Will you be doing all the cooking, the cleaning, the errands, the appointments? Or will that fall to Charles, who won't have a job? Or your children, who will be going to school? Who exactly is going to manage all the practicalities of her life?
As the eldest daughter, that responsibility falls to me. I'll take care of her, every single aspect. I'll hire help if needed, I'll manage her schedule, I'll cook her meals, I'll be her primary caregiver.
So, just like that, I'm supposed to just leave? After all this time, all the years I've dedicated to Mom, to this house, to keeping everything stable? You're just going to throw me out on the street? That's what you're saying, after all I've done?
Yes, Beatrice, it's time for you to go. Your role in this house is over. It's time for you to start your own life, your own independent future. You're a grown woman. It's long overdue for you to stand on your own 2 feet.
But where am I supposed to go? I can't just suddenly find a new place to live, a new life, in a week. You're giving me no time to prepare, no financial assistance, no support.
That's not my problem, Beatrice. You should have thought of that sooner. You've had years to establish your independence, to save money, to plan for your future. You chose to cling to Mom in the house. These are the consequences of your choices. Now start packing. We'll be there in a week.
You can't just kick me out. This is my home, my childhood home. I grew up here. Every corner holds a memory. You're tearing our family apart. You're destroying everything sacred.
Our family was already strained, Beatrice. Let's not pretend otherwise. The truth is, your presence here was creating a stagnant environment. This move is about revitalizing our family, making it stronger. It's a fresh start for everyone, especially Mom. Now I've got to go. We'll be there next week. Be gone by then. No excuses, no delays. Just pack your things and leave.
Arthur, can you talk? I just had the most insane conversation with Eleanor. I'm not okay.
Hey, Beatrice. Yeah, what's up? I just finished a work call. You sound really upset. What happened? Did she actually go through with it?
She did, Arthur. She completely did. She called and told me she's moving back home with Charles and the kids, and that I have to leave. She wants me out by next week.
What? She actually said that? Are you serious, Beatrice? I mean, I know she can be a lot, but I didn't think she'd actually kick you out of your own home. That's insane.
She said it's for Mom's sake. She's claiming that I'm living off Mom's money, that I'm a freeloader, that I'm causing Mom stress and preventing her from living her life. Can you even imagine? She's making me out to be some kind of villain.
What? That's absolute rubbish. I told you that's completely backwards. You're the one who's been taking care of Mom diligently for years. You're the one who's been paying the bills, managing the house, being her constant companion. Mom loves you. She tells me all the time how grateful she is for you.
I know, right? That's what I tried to tell her, but she just kept repeating it like a broken record. Mom told me this, Mom told me that. She's completely convinced. She also said you thought I was a burden. She said you told her you were fed up with me. Did you, Arthur? Did you really say that about me?
No, absolutely not, Beatrice. That's a lie. I would never, ever say something like that about you. Are you kidding me? We just talked the other day about how much I appreciate everything you do for Mom. I told her how you're the rock, how you're keeping everything together. She's twisting my words, Beatrice, deliberately. I can't believe she'd stoop so low.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Arthur. She seemed so certain, so convinced. It threw me. It felt so real, you know? Like maybe everyone does secretly hate me, and I just didn't realize it.
Listen, Beatrice, you know how Eleanor is. She's always been manipulative. She always tries to control situations to get her way. She's probably just trying to isolate you, to make you feel so bad you'll leave without a fight. Don't let her get to you. You are not a burden. You are a valuable member of this family.
But she also said Mom has been complaining about me, that she wants her independence back, that she feels suffocated. Did Mom ever say anything like that to you?
About that. Mom and I did talk about some things, not specifically about you, Beatrice, but, well, she was a little upset after your argument. She mentioned feeling a bit constrained sometimes, and she was worried about you, about your future. She also mentioned missing Dad a lot and how she felt a bit stuck in the past.
Oh no. Arthur, do you think Mom's upset about the promise? The one I broke? The one I told you about? The one to Dad?
Was it about the promise you made to Dad? The one you were struggling to keep? The one that was so important to him? You told me you were having a hard time with it.
Yeah, that was it. I slipped up. It was a really tough moment, and I couldn't hold it together, and when she confronted me about it, I got defensive, and it blew up. We said some things we both regretted, I think. It was a really painful conversation, and we haven't spoken since that day.
Eleanor probably contacted Mom right after that fight, didn't she? Trying to get her side of the story, sensing an opportunity to stir up trouble. She probably used Mom's vulnerability, her sadness after your argument, and her grief for Dad to twist things to her advantage. She would have latched onto Mom's feelings of being constrained or stuck and completely distorted them to mean you were a burden.
That sounds exactly like something she would do. She always knows how to exploit a weakness, how to magnify a small issue into a huge problem. She's been like that since we were kids, hasn't she? Always manipulating situations to get what she wants.
Honestly, Beatrice, Eleanor has always been, well, a bit self-centered and manipulative, but it feels like it's gotten worse as she's gotten older, more entitled, more demanding. This saving Mom act is just a cover for her own agenda, whatever that might be. It makes me sick. I'm truly sorry you're dealing with this.
You noticed it too, huh? It's not just me. I keep thinking maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm the problem, but hearing you say it, it helps. It makes me feel so disappointed in her.
Definitely not just you. I've had my own run-ins with her over the years, especially since Dad passed. She always thinks she knows best, never considers anyone else's feelings, and she never takes responsibility for her own actions. It's always about her, isn't it? Her needs, her desires, her perceived slights.
It's always been about Eleanor, hasn't it? Even when we were little, she was always the princess, always getting what she wanted, always blaming someone else when things went wrong. I just thought she would grow out of it, that adulthood would bring some maturity, some self-awareness. I was clearly wrong.
Sadly, yeah. Listen, Beatrice, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. I know it's not easy. It's incredibly unfair. You've been such a steady presence for Mom, a pillar of support.
It's just, she wants me to move out. She's planning to move in with Charles and the kids. She's already given her old landlord notice. She's already bought plane tickets. She's already making plans for the kids' new schools. She's completely committed to this, and she's demanding that I be gone by next week. It's impossible, Arthur. I can't just conjure up an apartment and a new life in 7 days.
She wants you to move out? And you're giving up your main bedroom for her, aren't you? This is your home too, Beatrice, and Mom's. She can't just do that. This is completely out of line. She has no right to demand that you leave.
That's what I said, but she's convinced she's doing what's best for Mom. She says Mom needs proper care that I'm not providing.
What about Mom's wishes in all of this? Did Eleanor even consider what Mom wants, or is she just imposing her own will on everyone? Mom is not a piece of furniture to be moved around at Eleanor's convenience. Has she even asked Mom if she wants her and her chaotic family moving in?
I don't think so, Arthur. Eleanor seems to think she knows what's best, regardless of what anyone else thinks or feels. She claims Mom confided in her, but it sounds more like Eleanor twisted Mom's feelings after our argument. She's just so sure of herself, it's unnerving. She's convinced she's the hero in this story.
This is unbelievable. Beatrice, you know I'm here for you, right? If you need anything at all, money, a place to stay while you look, anything, my spare room is always open. My wife, Olivia, already said it's fine. She's very upset about this too.
Thanks, Arthur. It means a lot. I just feel so lost and betrayed, like my whole world is being turned upside down. This house, it's my whole life. I don't know where I'd even begin to look for a new place, a new community.
Don't. We'll figure something out. Let me talk to Eleanor again. Maybe I can get her to see reason. I'll make her understand that this is unacceptable.
I don't know, Arthur. She seems pretty set on this. She's already talking about them moving in next week. She's already arranged for the moving truck, for the kids to transfer schools. She's made a full-blown plan without consulting anyone. She's even made a detailed itinerary for their arrival.
Next week? That's so soon! She's not giving you any time to prepare. That's typical Eleanor. Always rushing, always demanding immediate action. She's always been impatient and inconsiderate. This is just another example of her complete disregard for others.
Nope, she was pretty clear about me needing to be gone by then. She said, "Don't make this more difficult than it already is." She even hinted at legal action if I refused. It felt like a threat, Arthur. A very real threat.
That's completely unacceptable. I'm gonna call her right now. This is a family home, not her personal property to dispose of as she pleases.
Be careful, Arthur. You know how she can be. She's in full attack mode. She's not listening to reason. She's completely convinced she's right, and everyone else is wrong. She'll just try to twist your words too. She's very good at that.
I know, but I can't just stand by and let her bully you like this. This is our family home, and you belong there just as much as she does. You've earned your place there more than she ever has.
Thanks, Arthur. You're the best brother a girl could ask for. Seriously, knowing you're on my side, it helps. It really does. It makes me feel less alone in this nightmare.
Don't worry, sis. I've got your back. I'll let you know what happens after I talk to her. I'll make sure she understands the gravity of what she's doing. Don't blame yourself for what happened with Mom. We'll work through it together. Whatever that promise was, whatever the argument was about, it's not your fault that Eleanor is acting like this.
Okay, Arthur. Talk to you later. Please be careful. She's ruthless when she wants something.
Well, Beatrice, are you packed yet? Time's ticking. We're on our way. Our flight lands in a few hours, and then we'll be heading straight to the house. The moving truck is already there, unloading our belongings. We're ready to start our new life. Is everything cleared out of your room?
Are you really going through with this, Eleanor? Really kicking your own sister out of the home she's lived in her entire life?
Don't act like the victim here, Beatrice. It's truly tiresome. This is for Mom, as I've told you repeatedly. You've had plenty of time to prepare for this. More than enough, actually. You knew this was coming. This isn't a surprise. And frankly, this conversation is over. The decision has been made.
And you really think moving in with your whole family, with 2 loud children and a constantly job-hunting husband, is the best thing for Mom? It sounds incredibly chaotic, Eleanor. Mom thrives on peace and quiet. This will turn her sanctuary into a circus. Have you even considered her preferences, her daily routines? Or is it just about what you want?
We'll bring structure and proper care to her life, something she hasn't had in a long time. My children are well behaved, Beatrice, and Charles will be contributing to the household once he finds work. It's an investment in Mom's future, a complete family unit supporting her. You're just jealous, aren't you? Jealous of the life we're building, the stability we're bringing.
That's a blatant lie, and you know it, Eleanor. Mom was perfectly happy, well cared for, and thriving before you decided to barge back into our lives and disrupt everything. She had her routines, her friends, her peace. You're destroying all of that with your selfish ambition. You're deluding yourself if you think this is for her benefit.
Happy with you lazing around, contributing nothing but drama? I don't think so, Beatrice. Mom deserves better than to have her resources drained by your endless freeloading.
I contribute financially and emotionally. I've spent years taking care of this house, taking care of Mom, paying for everything she needs. I even paid for that new roof last year, remember? My freelance work brings in steady income. You have no idea what my life here is like, what sacrifices I've made. You just see what you want to see.
Oh, I have a pretty good idea, Beatrice. A very clear picture. Now, where are you planning to go? Did you even look for a new place to live? Did you secure an apartment?
It's not that easy to just find a new home in a week, Eleanor, especially when you're being forced out without any warning, without any financial help. This is a rush job, and it's incredibly stressful. I've managed to find a tiny, dingy apartment, but it's all I can get on such short notice. It's nowhere near as comfortable as the home I've always known.
Not my problem, Beatrice. You should have thought of that sooner. You've had years to establish your independence, to save money, to plan for your future. You chose to cling to Mom in the house.
You're unbelievable. You have absolutely no empathy, Eleanor. No compassion. You're just a bulldozer, crushing everyone in your path to get what you want.
Spare me the dramatics, Beatrice. I'm not here for your emotional theatrics. This is what needs to happen. It's a necessary evil. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions for the greater good, and in this case, the greater good is Mom's long-term happiness and security.
And what about Mom's feelings, Eleanor? Did you even bother to ask her if she wants this? Did you sit down with her calmly and discuss her preferences?
She'll adjust. She'll be better off with her grandchildren around. With the life and energy we'll bring into the house, she'll adapt, as everyone does. And frankly, Beatrice, she already implicitly agreed. She knows this is what's best for her, even if she couldn't articulate it herself. I'm simply acting on her behalf.
You're just assuming that. You haven't even spoken to her properly about it. You've barely visited her in years, and now you're suddenly her advocate?
I know my own mother, Beatrice, better than you do, apparently. I understand her unspoken needs, her deep desires. I know what will truly make her happy in the long run.
You haven't lived in the same house as her for years. You don't know her life now. You don't know her friends, her hobbies, her daily routines, her quiet moments, her struggles. You have no right to come in here and make such sweeping pronouncements about her well-being.
I know she deserves better than to be stuck with a jobless daughter who pretends to work from home while draining her inheritance. I know she deserves peace of mind, knowing her future is secure, and that's what we're going to provide. So, pack your bags.
I have a job! Why do you keep saying that? It's a real job, Eleanor. I have real clients, real deadlines, and a real income. You're just trying to diminish my efforts to make yourself feel better about your own selfish motives.
Whatever you say, Beatrice, your protests are irrelevant at this point. Just be gone by the time we arrive. Don't make this more difficult than it already is.
You're heartless, Eleanor. Truly heartless. This is a cruel, unjust act. You're destroying the peace of this home, and you're destroying our relationship.
I'm doing what's necessary, Beatrice, and I'm not here for your emotional lectures. This conversation is finished. Now, goodbye, Beatrice. I expect your room to be completely empty when I walk through that door. I'm giving you one last chance to comply peacefully.
You're a monster. You've always been a monster, and now you've proven it. You will never know peace in that house.
Beatrice, I need to talk to you. It's really bad here.
Is living in your childhood home with your mother and sister cramping your style? Is your dream family life not quite as idyllic as you imagined?
Mom is. She's a lot. She's been incredibly difficult. In the house, it's just not working out.
Is she perhaps expressing her own opinions now that you're constantly there to hear them?
She's constantly complaining about anything I do around here, about anything we all do around here.
Perhaps she missed the peace and quiet she had before you arrived, or perhaps she's finally showing her true colors, now that she doesn't have me to deflect her frustrations onto.
She blames me for you not being here. She says I scared you away. She's even started to cry when she asks, making me feel incredibly guilty.
Well, I told you that I knew her needs better than you ever could.
But this isn't fair. That wasn't supposed to be how things went. And I hardly have any money after I finished buying all the things we need. Plus, Charles still hasn't found a job.
I tried to warn you that I was the one who bought everything in that house. It sounds to me like a lack of planning on your part.
Please, you have to switch with me. Come back and live here, or at least send me all the money I need to for my family.
Is that a joke? That is not going to happen at all.
But who is going to take care of Mom?
Mom made her own decision when she agreed to kick me out. You can settle all of this on your own. I've already spoken to Arthur, and he doesn't want anything to do with you either.
So all of my family is just going to abandon me? This can't be right. You have to help me. You can't just leave me to do all of this on my own.
I am not leaving you to do anything. You were the one that kicked me out, remember? Well, if this is all what you wanted, you can have it. Just don't come crying to me anymore. After that, I heard through the grapevine that, in the end, Eleanor and my mom realized that they would have to sell the house and downsize by a lot. They ended up moving into a crummy little apartment in the city because it was the only place where Charles was able to find work and the kids were able to go to school. Eleanor thought she would have the perfect life back at home, but instead, she ruined her life, her family's life, and our mom's life. As for me, I was just so glad to have freedom and independence for the first time in so long. I was able to do so many things that I had never done before. I traveled to different countries, tried new foods, and even found time to try bungee jumping. I do feel bad for how things ended with my mom and sister, but I realized that I was always putting their needs before my own and not realize how disrespectful they were being of me. It wasn't until I was out of the house that I could see reality for how it really was. I really do hope they all manage to get along with each other and be happy, but that is going to be a process I am not a part of. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Gigi, are you still working from home? That's kinda lame, isn't it?
Hi, Emily. Wow, it's been a while. What exactly do you mean by lame?
Come on! You don't have any kids or anything, right? So why are you stuck at home all the time? If I were you, I'd go nuts! Don't you think it's time to actually rejoin society?
I'm not sure what you're confused about, but I am a part of society. Remote work is normal these days. It doesn't mean I'm not working or that I'm shut in.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I assume you heard about my wedding, right?
If it's whatever, then why bring it up? But yes, I've heard. Congratulations.
Thanks! So, about Sam, my fiancé, he just got a job offer from a major company. Isn't that amazing? Only fitting for my future husband, right? And the best part, some of his new colleagues are even coming to the wedding!
That makes sense. He interned there, and I remember he did some contract work with them last year, too.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Either way, congrats to both of you.
So, since it's a high-profile wedding now, we're aiming for a ceremony that reflects that, obviously, which means we kinda don't want people from the bottom rung showing up.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Bottom rung?
Oh, no, don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I hate you or anything just because you're my brother-in-law's wife. I'm just saying, objectively, you kinda give off that vibe, you know?
Calling someone bottom rung isn't just a passing comment, Emily. If you're saying that to my face, you must really mean it. So tell me, why exactly do you think that way?
Honestly, you look so plain. Your clothes are always cheap looking. It's not like you own any designer stuff, right? You always show up looking like you just grabbed something off the clearance rack. And you expect to sit among executives at my wedding? Talk about awkward!
So, you're judging me based solely on what I wear, and using that as a reason to call me bottom tier? Emily, that's not just rude, it's petty and shallow.
Ugh, come on! I'm just being real! I have an image to maintain, okay? Do you know how embarrassing it would be to have someone show up in a wrinkled blouse while I'm surrounded by people in Gucci and Dior?
Are you planning a wedding or curating a runway show?
Whatever. Point is, you just don't fit the vibe we're going for, and I think you know that too.
You know what's ironic, Emily? For someone who just got her first foot in the door of a corporate world she doesn't even understand yet, you sure talk like you're royalty. Let me ask you something. Do you even know what I do?
You work on a laptop at home. Something with documents and meetings, right?
I run a consulting business. I've been managing accounts for startups and overseas clients for the past 7 years. Some of the executives you're bragging about, they know me by name because I've helped get funding for some of their departments.
Okay, sure. if that's what helps you sleep at night. Still, appearances matter. No one cares what you say you do if you don't look the part.
I care more about substance than polish, but fine. If you want to keep playing this game of status and surface impressions, go ahead. Just know you're alienating people who've been nothing but polite to you.
Oh, please. I'm just being honest. It's not like I need you there anyway. Sam agreed with me, by the way.
That's interesting. Because the Sam I've known for years, the one who once worked under my team on a project, never struck me as someone who'd look down on people just for not wearing a logo on their chest.
You're lying. You never worked with Sam. He never mentioned you.
Of course he didn't. He was a junior contractor trying to find his footing. You really think he'd bring up how he got his first shot through his brother's wife?
You're bluffing.
Think what you want. I kept quiet because it was never about credit for me. But now that you've made it clear how little you respect me, I see no reason to spare your ego.
You're just bitter because you're not the one marrying into prestige.
No, I'm secure in the life I built with the partner I chose. I don't need to weaponize a wedding to feel powerful. But you're already acting like your marriage is a transaction, something to show off, not something to build on.
You're unbelievable!
You wanted me out of your wedding. Fine, I won't be attending, but let me give you a final piece of advice.
Don't need it!
You clearly do. If you keep measuring people's worth by how expensive their clothes are, you're going to find yourself surrounded by shallow smiles and empty compliments. And you'll wonder why no one truly has your back when you need them.
Save the lecture. I'm busy.
Enjoy your big day, Emily. You'll get the fancy photos and the polished speeches, but let's see how long it lasts once the glitter fades.
You okay? You've been quiet ever since you checked that message. Something happen?
Yeah, it's about Emily's wedding. She kind of told me not to come. Well, not directly. But you know how she is. Passive-aggressive, wrapped in glitter. She made it very clear she doesn't want me there.
Wait, what? She actually said that?
In her own little way, she said something about the wedding being high profile now with Sam's new job and all, then went on to say that she didn't want anyone from the bottom rung ruining the vibe. She practically called me an eyesore.
What the hell? That's completely out of line. Does she seriously think Sam got that job on his own? You're the reason he even got noticed in the first place. You vouched for him. You gave him his first proper opportunity.
I know, but I never told her. I doubt she even knows. I'm pretty sure both of them think it was all thanks to your connections, that you pulled some strings behind the scenes.
Well, I did mention your name when they asked for recommendations, but the real push came from your mentoring. You helped him get that internship. He wouldn't have even known how to structure his resume without your guidance.
Exactly, but I've always been in the background, and I didn't feel the need to brag. I never asked for credit, and since I barely interacted with Sam directly in the company, I doubt he ever really connected the dots.
Do you think he'll realize at the wedding?
Eventually, maybe. If not then, perhaps later down the line. But honestly, that's not even the point right now. The real issue is the way Emily talked to me, like I'm some embarrassing distant relative she wants to hide.
What the hell is wrong with her? Even if she doesn't know about your part in Sam's career, how can she speak to family like that? Especially to you. You've never done anything but be polite and distant like she clearly wanted.
She used to adore you, you know, back when she was a teenager. She looked up to you so much. When we got married, I think she felt like I took you away from her. She used to say little things, snide comments, digs. I thought she'd outgrown it. We hadn't talked much in recent years, and I assumed we'd just found a healthy distance.
I had no idea she was still holding on to all that. It's been, what, 6 years?
Yeah. I thought we'd finally settled into being civil, but apparently that was just wishful thinking on my part.
I'll talk to her.
No, don't. That might just make it worse. She'll think I came running to you to tattle or make her look bad.
But Gigi, she insulted you. She practically banned you from her own wedding. That's my sister, and she's completely out of line.
I know, but I also know how she is. If you say something, it'll become a whole dramatic mess. Right now, she's just being petty. Letting it slide might be the smarter move, for now at least.
Okay, but are you seriously going to skip the wedding?
That was my first instinct. Honestly, I was so humiliated and angry I wanted to block her right then and there.
But you can't skip it. You're part of the family. And what about Riley? Didn't she ask you to give the toast at the reception?
She did, and you're right. I can't just vanish and let someone like Emily make me feel small. That would only give her what she wants.
That's the Gigi I know.
I'll go. I'll hold my head high, wear whatever I damn well please, and be the professional, composed woman she clearly can't stand. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of thinking she got to me.
Good. And listen, if she says anything out of line at the wedding, you let me handle it.
I appreciate that, I really do. But you know how it is. When men get involved in these kinds of messy emotional fights between women, it tends to spiral out of control. It becomes about defending your wife and he said, she said. Let me try to handle it myself. If I can find a way to smooth things over, or at least neutralize her attitude, I'll do it.
All right, but the moment she crosses a line, you let me know. I won't stand by and let anyone disrespect you. Especially not someone who owes you more than she knows.
Thanks. Really, thank you. It means a lot to know you've got my back.
Always. And don't forget, no one shines brighter than you when you're just being yourself, designer dress or not.
Careful, you're starting to sound like my motivational speaker.
Just giving credit where it's due.
Hey, didn't I specifically tell you not to come to the wedding? God, you seriously showed up looking like that? You're an eyesore. If you had to come, couldn't you at least try to be invisible?
Invisible? What exactly do you mean by that? I didn't come here to cause problems or to stir things up. I only wanted to be respectful and maintain the peace between us. I really hoped you'd be mature enough to read the room as well.
Wow, you're the one who can't read the room. Do you even realize who's attending this wedding? My husband's bosses, future co-workers, they're all here. I don't need someone from the bottom of the social ladder hanging around. You should have just stood in a corner and pretended to be a stranger.
Understood.
And don't you dare speak to anyone. Actually, you know what? Just get divorced already. The faster you're out of this family, the better.
If that's really how you feel, then fine. I'll pretend we don't know each other, as you requested.
Hey, what the hell happened? What did you do?
Excuse me?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The entire vibe was off. Everyone was cold, like I wasn't even there. My husband's coworkers barely looked at me. Even when I asked, no one would explain anything. And Peter just told me, ask Gigi. Then he left. Why is no one treating me like the bride? It was supposed to be my day.
I simply did what you asked. I played the role of a stranger, remember? Didn't even do the toast. You noticed that, didn't you?
Wait, that's why no one did the toast? The MC looked so awkward. Are you saying you deliberately sabotaged my wedding?
No sabotage at all. You told me to act like a stranger, so I did. But I suppose when the CEO pretends to be a stranger, it sends a signal, doesn't it?
CEO? Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm the CEO of Sam's company. The one he just got hired into.
What? That makes no sense! Sam only got the job thanks to Peter's connections. Why would you be involved?
Because Peter is my secretary.
What?
I met my husband at our company. Peter proved himself highly capable, so I promoted him, my right-hand man. Eventually, that relationship blossomed into a marriage. As for Sam, he interned with us during university. Later, when I learned he was becoming family, I offered him a full-time position. I thought it would be a nice gesture. That's why so many employees were here today. They assumed it was a company wedding, since the CEO's relative was getting married.
No, none of this makes any sense. Peter never told us that. Sam doesn't know either.
Sam may have seen my name on internal documents, but we've never met personally at work. It's possible he never connected the dots.
Still, why wouldn't Peter say anything? If you're his boss and his wife, why hide that?
Because we both knew how you felt about me.
What?
You never liked me. Even early on, you made passive-aggressive comments, tried to undermine me, acted cold. Peter and I both knew that if you found out I was the CEO and that Sam's job offer came from me, not him, you'd throw a fit. So, we decided to keep it quiet. I was going to give the toast tonight, formally introduce myself. But when you told me to disappear, we figured it was best to let you face the consequences of your own behavior.
So this was some trap? You set me up?
Don't twist it. You gave the order. You said I was beneath you, that I should stand in the corner, pretend not to exist. You even told me to get divorced. You dehumanized me, so I did exactly what you wanted.
This is so messed up. You ruined my wedding! I was humiliated in front of everyone!
You humiliated yourself. You insulted someone who not only welcomed you into the family, but quietly helped you behind the scenes. I kept your secrets. I let your cruelty slide for years. But today, you crossed a line, and now you're facing the fallout.
What secrets? I haven't done anything wrong!
You called me pathetic, cheap, bottom of the ladder. Then you told me to pretend I didn't exist. You demanded I divorce my husband just so you wouldn't be embarrassed. And now you're surprised the room felt cold? You reaped exactly what you sowed.
Ugh, this is unbelievable! Peter's going to hear about this. I'll tell him how you manipulated everything. He'll side with me. You'll see.
Go ahead. Peter already knows everything. And for the record, he said your behavior today was disgraceful.
No, Peter wouldn't say that. He's always on my side. He loves me. You must have turned him against me. You probably told him lies.
I didn't have to tell him anything. He watched it all unfold. Your attitude, your cruelty, it spoke for itself.
No, this is all wrong. I was the bride. It was supposed to be my day. You turned everyone against me.
They didn't need any help. When they saw how you treated me, they made their own judgments. You embarrassed your own family in front of your husband's future colleagues, and you think I'm the problem?
I can't believe this. This is so unfair. You've all been looking down on me, laughing at me behind my back.
Not laughing, just finally seeing you clearly.
You're horrible. I hate you. I never want to see your face again. We're done. You're nothing to me anymore.
You sure about that?
Absolutely. I never want to hear your name again. I'm cutting you out of my life forever.
Fine by me. Please don't contact me again. Good luck with your marriage. Oh, and congratulations.
Gigi, what the hell is going on?
Emily, didn't you cut ties with me just yesterday? I could have sworn you said you'd never contact me again. So what is it this time?
Sam's job offer. It got revoked? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He had the job. It was confirmed.
Oh, no, not revoked exactly. We've simply decided not to hire him as a full-time employee. He's still welcome to continue working as a temp, so technically nothing's changed, right?
Are you serious right now? He was supposed to become a permanent employee. This was supposed to be a huge step forward for us, financially, emotionally, everything. Why are you suddenly yanking that away?
Well, you're the one who told me you wanted to sever all ties, remember?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this.
Actually, it has everything to do with this. Permanent employment comes with a long-term commitment, years, potentially decades, of working at my company. That means staying connected to me, whether you like it or not. But you made it abundantly clear that you wanted no such connection.
That's not what I meant, and you know it! You're twisting my words!
Am I? You said you never wanted to see me again. I'm simply helping you honor that wish.
You can't just punish Sam for something I said. He has nothing to do with this. He was finally getting a stable position, a decent paycheck. We were starting to feel secure. How could you take that away like it's nothing?
Because it isn't nothing. It's a serious role in my company, and when I hire someone permanently, I expect transparency, integrity, and mutual respect. And since Sam is your husband, and you're the one who decided to burn every bridge between us, I have to consider the bigger picture.
Unbelievable! So now you're telling me this is my fault?
Isn't it? Let's talk facts, shall we? Peter told me something the other day. Sam came to him asking if his salary would increase once he went full-time. Seems normal, right?
Yeah, so what? That's a totally reasonable question.
Except the numbers he quoted were weird. He said he's been surviving on less than $1,000 a month. That after paying rent and commuting costs, he barely had money left to eat. That doesn't sound right for someone working as much overtime as he has.
Okay, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but this is getting ridiculous. I don't have time for this. Just put him back on the full-time track.
Running away now? Emily, be honest. You've been taking Sam's paycheck, haven't you? Skimming off the top, maybe even more than half, and telling him it's his whole salary?
Excuse me? Are you accusing me of stealing from my own husband? That's completely insane. How dare you?
You can shout all you want, but Peter and I already know. And you can yell at me all day, but the truth's out. Sam's checking his bank records right now. Peter sent him everything this morning.
Wait, no. You're saying that little comment you made during the wedding about me having skeletons in my closet? This was it? This is what you meant?
Bingo. I didn't bring it up earlier because I was still hoping you'd act with even a shred of decency. But then you mocked me at your wedding, ordered me to stand in the corner, and told me to divorce my husband. That was the last straw.
You're out of your mind! You think you can just waltz into my marriage and start stirring the pot? This is between Sam and me. It's none of your business.
It became my business the moment you made Sam part of my company. The only reason I even considered hiring him full-time was because he was marrying into my extended family. But since you disowned me yesterday, that no longer applies. And as for Sam finding out about the missing money, that wasn't me. That was Peter. As his older brother, he felt a responsibility to speak up.
Peter told him he had no right.
He had every right. He's watched you manipulate Sam for months, treat him like a paycheck instead of a partner. This wasn't about money. This was about control. You wanted to trap him, cut him off from the truth, so you could play the perfect housewife while secretly hoarding his wages.
Oh, spare me the lecture. You're acting like some saint, but you are just meddling where you don't belong. You're loving every second of this, aren't you?
I'm loving nothing. This is all incredibly sad. I didn't want it to end this way, but I warned you. You pushed me too far. You underestimated me, you insulted me, and worst of all, you humiliated your own husband.
God, this is unreal. You've completely destroyed my life. You're toxic. I'm done with you. Don't ever contact me again.
Oh, and now you're really done? For real this time? Great. That works out perfectly for me too.
You think you've won, don't you? Well, joke's on you. Sam and I are still married, and we'll figure something out.
Are you sure about that? Because something tells me Sam might be rethinking that arrangement right about now.
No, he wouldn't.
I guess we'll see. He's a kind man, Emily, but even kind people have their limits.
You ruined everything.
You did that yourself. All I did was stop protecting you.
You're horrible.
Goodbye, Emily. And for what it's worth, congratulations on your wedding. Hope it was everything you dreamed of.
Sam checked and found that more than half of his salary had been disappearing every month. Turns out Emily had been pocketing it the whole time. I'm honestly so disappointed in her.
I actually know what she was using that money for.
Wait, what? What do you mean using it for something? What are you talking about?
Well, you know how I sometimes work at cafes when I want a change of pace, right?
Yeah?
I happened to see her, a few times actually. Emily going in and out of the slot parlors behind the station pretty regularly.
Emily? Gambling? Are you serious? You're saying she's been blowing Sam's money on Patch's slot or something? I had no idea.
I mean, I can't say for certain that all of it went there, but that's where I saw her. And you know how it is lately. There's been a rise in housewives getting addicted to those machines. It's not uncommon anymore.
God, that explains a lot. All this time I thought Sam was just tight with his spending, but he's been walking around with barely anything in his account. He thought it was just temporary because of the supposed delay in getting full-time status, but she's been taking his paychecks and gambling them away?
That's what it looks like.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? If you'd said something, I could have told Sam everything today all at once. We had the chance to lay it all out, this whole twisted game she's been playing.
I know. I thought about it. But in the end, I decided not to.
What? Why not?
Because I don't think it's our place anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, look, we already stepped in and told him the most important part about the salary, about the deceit. That was Peter's responsibility as his brother, and that was already a huge deal. But when it comes to what she used that money for, or how their marriage is really going to move forward after this, that's between them now, not us.
Yeah, but...
Think about it. If it were you, if your partner had been hiding something that huge, and then your in-laws suddenly came in and dropped the bomb that your wife had been gambling your money away, wouldn't you just feel humiliated, angry, like your whole life was a joke?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If I'd known about this before today, I definitely would have told him everything without thinking twice. But hearing it from your own family, it'd cut even deeper.
Exactly. That's why I held back. Not because I wanted to protect Emily. Believe me, I don't owe her anything. But because Sam deserves to figure this out on his own terms, with dignity.
I respect that. You always know where to draw the line, even when I don't.
Thanks. Besides, if what we already revealed wasn't enough of a wake-up call for him, nothing will be. And if he does go digging on his own and finds the gambling or whatever else, at least he'll be the one to put the pieces together. That matters.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I guess now we just step back.
That's the best thing we can do. Let them handle their mess. We've done what we had to.
And Emily, you still don't want to have anything to do with her, do you?
No, I've made up my mind. I know she's your sister, and I hate that it's come to this, but I can't pretend anymore. I've seen too much, and honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't want someone like her anywhere near our lives anymore.
I understand, and I'm sorry. I really am. I wish I could say she wasn't like this. I wish I could say I didn't see it coming. But now that I look back, the signs were there, I just didn't want to admit it.
That's how it always is with family. We overlook things until it's too late.
Yeah, but this time I'm with you. She's crossed too many lines. I don't think there's any coming back from this. At least not anytime soon.
Then let's not force it. Let her deal with the consequences. If she learns something from it, fine. If she doesn't, that's her choice. But it won't be our problem anymore.
Exactly. I'm done giving her second chances. She's had enough.
So, from now on, we keep our distance. We live our lives. And if Sam ever needs us, really needs us, we'll be there. But not before.
That's fair. He's got a lot to figure out, and it won't be easy. But maybe this is what he needed. Maybe now he'll see her clearly for the first time.
Maybe. And maybe he'll finally realize he deserves better.
Sam found out. He was furious. So, yeah, I figured I should at least apologize to you too. He said he's looking for someone else to replace me anyway, so I'm out.
Good. That's exactly what he should do. And while we're at it, stop going to those nightclubs.
What? Wait, what did you just say? How do you know about that?
Relax. I haven't told Peter. I made up a convenient excuse when it came to where your money was going. Told him it was probably just poor budgeting. You know, part of my job involves late-night dinners with clients, especially near those business districts. I saw you. Not once. Multiple times. Outside the same clubs, always dressed up, always alone, but never really alone.
You knew? All this time?
Let's just say I had someone look into it. It wasn't hard. You're not exactly subtle. You've been frequenting that place for weeks, maybe months, and those girls you were hanging around with, they aren't just your friends. You weren't drinking casually. You were spending heavily. Giving money away to men who see you as nothing more than a desperate source of cash.
Stop, please. Please stop. I didn't know anyone saw me. I didn't think... No, I mean, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Well, I know. And for now, I've kept it between us. But let me make one thing very clear. If you ever try to worm your way back into our lives, if you so much as try to cling to Peter again, or lean on Sam with more lies, or come crying to us like we owe you a second chance, I will say something to everyone.
No, please, don't do that. Sam already hates me. Peter doesn't even return my calls. Even my parents, they've stopped defending me. If this gets out, if they find out where I've been, what I've really been doing, it's over for me. Please, I'm begging you.
Then stay out of our lives, completely. I'm not going to help you destroy the people I care about. You made your choices, Emily. You stole from your husband. You gambled away his trust, literally and figuratively. And now you want what? Sympathy? Redemption?
I just want to fix it. I know I messed up. I know I can't take it back. But if I could just start over.
Then start over without us. Be an adult. Get a job. Learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Stop looking for someone to clean up after your messes. Because no one's coming to rescue you this time.
Okay, I get it. I really do. Just don't tell them, please. Don't ruin whatever tiny bit of dignity I have left.
If, and only if, you keep your word. If you stay away from Peter, if you stop using Sam. If I don't hear even a rumor of you coming back into our lives in some manipulative, pitiful way, then I'll keep this secret.
I swear I won't bother you again. I'll disappear. You'll never have to see me again, I promise. Just don't destroy me.
I don't need to destroy you, Emily. You're doing a good job of that all on your own. I'm just making sure you don't take anyone else down with you.
I understand. I really do.
Good. But don't mistake my silence for forgiveness. You hurt people. You betrayed people. That doesn't vanish just because you say sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Then that's it. Goodbye, Emily. I hope your job search goes well. You're going to need more than a resume to fix what you've broken. After everything that happened, my husband and I never saw Emily again. There haven't been any calls or messages between us either. It's been complete silence. But from what Peter's parents told us, it seems Emily's husband eventually managed to find work at a local company. And Emily herself started working part-time to make ends meet. They're somehow getting by, just barely, I'd imagine. The fact that we haven't heard anything from them since, I can't help but wonder if that final warning I gave them hit its mark. Maybe she finally realized that pushing people too far has consequences. To be honest, I don't hold out any desire to reconnect. We're still technically related through marriage, so I suppose there's always the possibility we'll run into each other at a family event someday. But if that day ever comes, I know one thing for sure. Emily will never again dare to act high and mighty with me. That part of our history is over. She crossed the line once, and she paid the price. It's strange, really. All those smug glances, passive-aggressive jabs, the entitlement, gone. Replaced by silence. And I think maybe, just maybe, she's finally realized something important. You can't go around treating others like garbage and expect the world to keep handing you chances. If she's learned that lesson, if she's learned to respect the people around her, even just a little, then maybe all of this wasn't for nothing. Maybe the stress, the tension, the confrontation, maybe it had a purpose. Sometimes people need a wake-up call, and if standing up for myself gave her that, then I don't regret a thing. In the end, you really shouldn't pick the wrong person to make your enemy. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Bella, did you really show up to the family reunion today? I mean, I still just kind of can't believe that you would even do something like that. Do you know what I mean? You've got some nerve showing your face here when you've never even been to college. Just what in the world makes you think you're even worth being around people like us? You do know that all of my family have been to Ivy League schools, don't you? But you haven't even been to college at all, not even a community one. It just doesn't make sense for you to even be in this family at all when the rest of us are so successful. What have you seriously got to show from the life you've lived, huh? I would say not much. Well, I was also born in this town, so I come to visit pretty frequently. It's not like there's any kind of rule that says I'm not allowed within city limits when your family is here. But I'm not actually here for your family reunion. I just happened to be in town doing work and thought that I would stop by and say hello. Is there seriously a problem with that, Renee? And besides, did you just finish college? Do you even have much to show for your education yet? I mean, do you even have a job or anything like that at all? Should you really be talking to me like this? Like, come on, don't be such a child, Renee. This act is getting pretty old now. How about the fact that I went to frickin' Harvard? Is that good enough for you? Do you even know what Ivy League means, or are you too stupid to even figure that one out? Surely you know about Harvard, yes. It's one of the top schools in the country, and people around the world fight for a place to get into it. It's such a prestigious school and has loads of money as well. Unlike your family, mine puts a high value on having a great education, and we're all very proud of what we've accomplished. But I suppose that really is just something that you might never ever be able to understand now, is it? No matter what way you look at it, the fact is that we're just so much better than you, so you should just accept that you're never even going to amount to the kind of success that me and my family have achieved. Nice try, sister-in-law. Oh, really? Because last time I checked, you and I are still family by marriage. So if your family is all that great, then I guess that makes me a part of it now too, doesn't it? Since you're married to my brother and everything, yeah? And I don't know anyone in the real world who actually cares all that much where someone went to college. If anything, bragging all that much about it really only makes you seem insecure about it, if you ask me. The only one who doesn't care is you, because you didn't even go. You don't know what you're talking about at all. How dare you try and even attack the idea that I'm insecure about my education? I'm just bragging because I know I have the right to. But everyone here is just thinking about how sad it is that you are the way you are. No one would ever say it, but we're all looking down on you. It's only natural for us to do that since you've not accomplished anything in your pathetic life. Yeah, I really don't think that's true, actually. I think it's only you doing that. I mean, do you really know other people who make as big a deal as you do about something like that? Well, believe me or not, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. In fact, nothing you say really matters to me at all, since I just know that I'll always be better than you, and there's just nothing that you're going to be able to do about it. But I already heard from your mom about what a terrible student you were and how you barely passed high school. Your mom even said that she wished I was her daughter instead. Did she really say that to you, though? Somehow I have a hard time believing that she would actually really say anything like that in the first place to you about me, you know? It's pathetic how you're trying to pretend like you're not totally devastated from all that I'm telling you. But I know that you're probably sitting all alone in your room just bawling your eyes out. It really is just pathetic, you know that? I'm really not devastated at all, actually. In fact, I just really doubt that my mom said anything like that to you. You really need to quit making so many assumptions about people like this. It's just starting to get a little bit sad, don't you see that? You really need to wake up and face reality. This is just, at this point, I feel bad for you, you know? You're nothing, and you'll never be anything but nothing, and that's really why I pity you so much. You don't have anything to show for your life at all. But maybe it's just that you're in shock from hearing that not only my family, but even your mom, of all people, thinks you're an idiot too. It's actually hilarious if you ask me. Maybe if you put as much effort into improving yourself as you do lying to yourself, you might be able to make something with your life. If you actually made the effort to achieve something in your academic career, then maybe you'd be happy and make us all happy as well. I really don't get why you're being like this these days. I just can't understand why Carl would choose to marry you. You really don't seem to have any redeeming qualities at all. You're just a horrible, horrible person as far as I can tell. I mean, where did he even go looking to run into such a horrible, mean woman like you? You must have really done something to him to have been able to sink your claws into him like this. I guess maybe I really will never understand. Don't get upset at me for telling the truth. Of course, it's not my fault at the same time if you're just too stupid to see all the good that I bring to your brother's world. But I guess we already knew that you weren't the brightest bulb in the shed now, didn't we? The fact is that my family all went to amazing schools, and it's part of our legacy. You just can't accept the fact that we're better than you. So the least you could do is stop pretending like you have even a leg to stand on when it comes to me, and just admit that we're better than you. Stop trying to run away from the facts. I know that it hurts to come face to face with just how much of a wasted life that you've been living, but it's not going to change the fact of the matter that you will never, ever amount to anything. Do you understand that? The only fact that I'm trying to run away from is the fact that my brother is about to marry such a mean woman. I mean, really, who even writes these kinds of horrible things to someone else? I've never known anyone who acts this way before meeting you. You know, jealousy really isn't a good look on you. You should just accept who you are and be happy with it. Jealousy actually ages a woman really quickly, so you should stop with the green-eyed monster act right now to stop those wrinkles from popping up. Your feelings aren't going to change the fact that I went to Harvard and already have a job offer from the Cherry Corporation, one of the largest companies in the country. So I can stick that to you, Bella. What do you think about that? You got a job at the Cherry Corporation? This is the first that I'm hearing about this. I had no idea that you were even going to be applying for a position at that company. I'm surprised that they're offering positions at this time of year. In fact, I think that I have to say that I am even more surprised that a company like Cherry would even want to hire someone like you. I mean, I really wonder what their HR team must have been thinking while they were looking at your resume after you applied. It's pretty amazing, right? You must be blown away by how great I am. Of course, I'm not surprised one bit at all that I got a job like this. It only makes sense that a company as great and huge as Cherry would want to hire someone as amazing and talented as me. It really all just kind of adds up when you think about it, you know? But I'm keeping a secret from Carl and your mom for now. I want to surprise them with my success and have them just shocked to see how much I was able to accomplish all by myself. I just know that they'll be so surprised. They're going to be so proud of me as well. But the company asked me to give a speech on the day when all the new hires arrive, and I was going to send that video to Carl and your mom to surprise them, so they'll be able to see what I've accomplished. I've done so much better than their own blood relative. Oh, really? Wow, that's so cool. You must be really so proud and excited to be able to do something like that. I'm just sure they'll love to hear that big news that you have for them, right? I'm sure they'll be so happy for you, yes? Oh, come on. You know it's cool. You can do better than that. We are talking about the Cherry Company here. Don't you know how big of a deal this is? Don't you use a Cherry phone every single day? Don't you know just how many people all over the world use all kinds of Cherry branded products? It's one of the most successful companies in the world. I thought I told you that jealous didn't suit you. Quit being jealous and praise me. You know that I'm better than you, and this is just further proof that that's the case. So why don't you just admit that I'm better than you already? I just want to read you say it. I really am not jealous at all, and I really do think it's great that you found such an amazing job. I don't think that it makes you better than me or anything, but if you really have gotten a position there at Cherry, then congratulations on that. But I just wonder, do you ever get sick of bragging about you and your family's school record? I mean, doesn't that ever get old for you? I only ask because you do it so often, and I was just wondering if it ever starts to get a bit old. Even if I was rich, I wouldn't go around bragging about how much money I had to everyone. Sure, even I might have my moments where I wanted to show off, but I still probably wouldn't be going about it the way that you are. Of course I'm not embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I achieved everything that I did through my own hard work. You think that I just rode on my family's coattails or something like that? You have no idea at all what you're talking about. It's natural to be proud of something you achieved that way, wouldn't you say? I have a right to brag about everything that I've managed to achieve all by myself, and I think that if you had done anything in your life worth being proud of, that you would understand my position as well, but you haven't, so there. I am sure that you had to do a lot of work in Harvard and to get this job, but you're not just proud of yourself, you also look down on others. I mean, just because you're successful, why do you feel the need to try and tear others down? If you're already so high up, what's the point in that? No, you misunderstand. I don't look down on others. I just look down on you because you're an uneducated simpleton. You think that I treat everyone like this? Well, I can promise you that that is not the case at all. It's just some special treatment that I've chosen to do special for you. But maybe I wouldn't have to if you fixed your attitude and showed me a little respect. Honestly, I know that you're not all that bright in the head, but you think that you would be able to figure out who is better just a little more quickly than this. You really don't know when to stop, do you? I mean, even if it was said as a joke, that wasn't funny at all. Honestly, why do you talk to me this way? I don't say anything like this to you at all. I just think that you were being so completely rude to me right now. Who was joking? I just told you that I'm being real with you. Don't you get it? I am so sorry if you don't like hearing the truth just because it's going to hurt your feelings. But the fact of the matter is that I am better and smarter than you, and there is nothing that you can do about it at all. I'm saying all this for your benefit. Whether or not you choose to listen to me is up to you, though. Of course, I think I can already imagine what someone as thick-skulled as you is going to end up choosing, but I guess it's like they say, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Seriously, Renee, what is your deal? You are just being terrible. I haven't done anything to you. You're always attacking me for the littlest things when all I do is just exist. Come on, stop treating me like crap. We're supposed to be family, and you're being so cruel. You're just being a horrible monster. There's probably a statue of you in some wax museum somewhere of how terrifying and rude you are to all human beings. I'm so over you treating me like this, Renee. I'm telling you to stop this. Was that supposed to be a joke? Are you kidding me right now? Do you think that saying something like that to me is funny? What are you, the new comedian in town? What a stupid thing to say to me. People who haven't gone to college really shouldn't be making jokes. They just aren't smart enough to come up with something good. You really need to rethink all the jokes that you have in your head. The content is really lame and boring. Nothing you say is going to make me genuinely laugh. I don't think I can talk to you anymore. Your stupidity might rub off on me. There's no way that I want the stupid ways you think to rub off on me. It's like you've got some disease and everyone around you needs to quarantine so that they don't catch what you have. See that? That's a good joke. If you're really all about being real with me, then why don't you ever talk this way to me in front of your family? Why don't you treat me like this in front of them? You know, show them how you actually feel about me. Are you not brave enough? Because you were all too kind to me in person when I showed up to the reunion. You're just pathetic. Do you know that? You're so fake because you're not even showing your true colors to people. It must really get you when you have to hold in your true feelings. You think I need to explain myself to you? Even if I did, you wouldn't be able to comprehend the level that I'm working on. You're too stupid to understand how my brain actually works. I'm not dumb enough to show people how I truly feel about you. But if that's what you want, I can be nice to you next time I run into you. I'm more than happy to do that. Whatever I say through message won't be said in person because I'm actually a really polite and nice person. Don't even think that you can break me and what I'm trying to do. This is just so stupid. Do you know how ridiculous you sound right now? That's the stupidest plan in the universe, and it's not going to work. You'll break this pathetic and stupid act you've got going on when you see my family in person.
Hey, sis, is everything okay? Did you get into a fight with Renee or something? I'm actually really confused as to what's going on here. Please, can you get back to me as soon as you possibly can about this? I really don't want anything to get out of control.
Oh, hey, Carl. What do you mean? Where did you hear that from? I'm not really sure what you're actually talking about right now. I'm not really sure what to say about the whole thing right now.
I don't know. I just feel like the two of you have been kind of off all day. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can feel the atmosphere isn't the same, and I don't know why. Is it true that you two really don't get along well at all? Are the rumors really true? Like, I just wanted to ask you because I don't want my view of what I see being based on rumors that have been floating around lately. Do you get what I mean?
Rumors? What are we, celebrities on TMZ or something? I don't think anything in our life is really worth gossiping about, is it? I mean, this isn't some TV drama or anything. This is real life we're talking about here. But yeah, I guess it's more than fair to say that her and I don't get along. Yes, there are times that we make it very obvious to a lot of people that we don't get along, and sometimes it's like we're acting out a scene from a play. It's frustrating.
But Renee is great! She's such an amazing girl, so I'm quite shocked to hear about all of this. I really didn't think that things would turn out like this. What is it that you don't like about her, Bella?
I don't think it's that I don't like her, but she doesn't like me. She's always looking down on me. It's really infuriating and annoying because she's got no right to be like that towards me, as I feel like I haven't even done anything wrong to her.
Who? Renee? Looking down on you? No, that can't be. Surely you must be imagining this or something. She doesn't do things like that, especially to my family. I really don't see her doing that. Does she actually say put-downs to you? I don't think she would ever do something like that. She understands the meaning of a hard day's work. Are you sure you're not misreading the situation?
I really don't think I am, although I would be pleasantly surprised if I was. I feel like I'm very good at reading people, especially Renee, as she makes it blatantly obvious to me that she hates my guts. But I just can't understand how you fell in love with this girl, Carl. I mean, it's only been 6 months since you two started dating, and now you're engaged. Don't you think you're moving way too fast with her? Are you really sure that she's the one? Have you really gotten to know her enough and can make a fair judgment about her personality, how she treats others, and all those sorts of things?
What kind of question is that? Of course she's the one. That's why we got engaged so quickly. Do you really think that I would doubt the kind of person she is and my love for her? She's kind and sweet and caring, and I just couldn't think of anyone else I would want to be with. She's one of the most friendliest people I've ever met in my entire life. Those are all just facts about her, and that's why we're getting married. I see myself with her for the rest of my life, Bella. You don't seriously have a problem with that, do you? Things aren't going to work if you do.
Well, I'm glad that you feel so strongly about her then. But still, the situation that we're all in, we've got to be so careful, as I don't want to stand on anybody else's toes, Carl.
I do, and she makes me really, really happy, Bella. So please, it would mean a lot to me if you could try a bit harder to get along with her. That's all I ask, Bella. Please do that for your brother. I don't want things to get to the point where I'm forced to choose between you and her. That's not how I want to live at all, and I'm sure you feel the same as well. So I don't want to hear any more about you two not getting along. I'm sorry to say it like this, but I just want to make myself clear. I know what I want, and I want things to be okay between the two of you.
No, I understand. You're right to want to make your feelings understood. I get that. I hope that things will turn out okay, but it's going to be difficult if we can't get along. But I just hope that you've given Renee a similar talk and that she also knows how you feel about this. It shouldn't just be all me to try and get along with her. I want this to be fair and equal on both sides of the equation.
Don't you worry. I'm keeping an eye on her, too. If she does anything, then I'll talk to her. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page, then we can work things out between us all. But she really is a kind woman, and I think she'll understand. And maybe she hasn't built up the courage to tell you, but she really does want to be friends with you.
And is that what she told you? Well, okay. I guess if you're going to handle things, then I'll leave it to you. You know how to talk to her and make things happen, so I'll let you do that. But I just don't want you getting hurt either. Please take care of yourself, Carl. I care about you and you're my brother, so I hope we can all get along from now on.
I'll be just fine. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'll talk to her and make sure that we can all have a discussion sometimes, like adults.
I certainly hope so. More than anything, I just want you to be happy. I hope that you can also be in a happy and healthy relationship that respects your family and, most of all, you.
Hey, Bella, where are you? Don't tell me that you slept in on my wedding day. This seriously can't be happening right now. Where are you? I need you here. What's going on? Or are you stuck in traffic or something? I mean, literally, where could you even possibly be right now? I mean it. I want to know where you are right now, and you better tell me why it is that you're taking so long. I want to know right now. Do you understand me?
Wait, what? What do you mean your wedding day? Are you talking about your wedding day as in, like, the big day, not the rehearsal or anything?
I mean my wedding day. I'm getting married today. Right now, I'm supposed to be getting married tonight. Where's my sister at? Why aren't you even here? Do you hate me that much that you didn't even want to come? Our whole family is here already, and we're all just waiting for you. Where are you? This is horrific. I really didn't think that you would want to ditch or not show up, Bella. Come on!
Your wedding is today? No, that can't be right. Why didn't I know that? I swear to you, Carl, I had no idea that you were getting married today. I wasn't told about this.
What do you mean? Didn't you get the invitation that we sent out? I swear I sent it to you, like, ages ago. It must have been a few months ago, actually. I get it if you're too busy, though. I know how seriously you take your work. I understand why you couldn't come, but I wish that you had let me know sooner so that I wouldn't be so disappointed.
No, I did get an invitation to your wedding, but it has the date for it as being next week. I swear it says a different date than what you're telling me right now. Oh, this can't be happening to me. I took a photo of the invitation and have it on my phone. I can send it to you right now. I can prove it. Today, according to my invitation, your wedding isn't taking place, but it does next week.
I don't know what to say, but you were right. Oh my God, that is such a huge typo. This can't be real. How is it that you've got a completely different date? Except all the guests are arriving now and you're the only one who hasn't arrived. How did this happen? This is unbelievable. You must have got an invite that was a draft one or something like that. Even the location for the wedding itself is wrong on your invitation. How can this be? When the location has always been the same. We only wanted the location to be at the venue we love in the city. What the heck could have happened here? I just don't get it. This is surreal. How on earth did you get an invitation that has all of the wrong details? This must be some sort of prank that someone's pulling on you.
Carl, I hate to suggest this, but do you think that Renee might have had something to do with this? As you figured out not so long ago, we haven't been getting along well at all.
Renee? Really? You think she might be behind all of this? Don't you think that this could all be going a bit too far? Do you really think that she'd self-sabotage you and make it so you wouldn't show up at the wedding?
Well, I just remember you telling me that she asked to be in charge of all the invitations, and you seem to have no idea how a mistake like this could have been made.
No, it can't have been her. Maybe you just got the test print that the people at the print shop made and got sent it by mistake. I'm not sure, but it can't have been done on purpose, can it?
It could be, but why would they input the incorrect dates and location when they perhaps were given two sets of something? Like 2 locations and 2 dates, even though they were being printed on similar paper. You'd think they would just use the same template given to them originally. It wouldn't make sense for a print shop to make some kind of mistake like that. This must have been done on purpose, Carl. And seeing as how I'm the only one who got this misprinted invitation, it seems unlikely that it was the printer's fault. Just think through it for a second, yeah? Doesn't that logically make sense to you?
Renee did ask me to come over and look at the final design of the invitation. It is true. It was a bit odd as we were sorting out everything together, so it seemed that she was being a little bit secretive about it. And she did mention wanting to make a special one for you with a message inside, but no. You're not telling me that she used that as a means to... That can't be right. She wouldn't do that to you, would she? But I still don't get it. Why would she go and do something like this? I mean, I thought that I knew her. I thought that I could trust her. We're supposed to be getting married, and you're telling me that my fiancé went and did something like this to me? I just don't understand.
I think I'm going to have a little chat with her. It seems that we have a lot to discuss, and frankly, I don't think that you're going to like a lot of what I have to say to you right now, Carl.
What is going on here? I mean, I just feel so confused right now. None of this is adding up at all. Things weren't supposed to happen like this. How could it all come to this? I just don't understand. None of this is making any sense to me at all right now.
Renee, do you care to explain yourself for today? I mean, really. I just want to know exactly what it is that you were trying to accomplish with this little stunt that you pulled. You've got some serious answering to do. Oh, Bella, we've been looking everywhere for you. Didn't you know that Carl and I are getting married today? Oh, you didn't know, did you? Oh, that's gotta be a real shame, yeah. Where are you? I mean it. I want to know where you are right this instant. You better answer me right now. You have some serious nerve trying to not show up here. Honestly, just where do you get off acting this way? Do you think you're better than me or something? Oh, I think you have much bigger things to worry about now. You don't need to swear going out and finding me. I know what game you're playing here, Renee. Don't try to hide it. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, this just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Literally, what did you mean by that message? I just can't understand what the significance of those words could possibly be. What in the world is going on here? You're just not going to show up to the wedding at all? How can you just do that? How can you not show up to our wedding? What is the matter with you? I knew that you were really stupid, but I didn't know that you were just selfish. I can't believe you're going to miss your own brother's wedding when all the rest of your family is already here. That really is such a shame. I hope that you feel really, really bad for the way that you're treating the both of us right now. You really ought to be just ashamed of yourself. I mean the fact that you were missing your entrance ceremony at the Cherry Corporation. That's the real shame. I think it's just about to start, and didn't you say you were going to give a speech? Wait, hold on. That entrance ceremony was today? Oh crap, it really was! Oh no, what should I do? Oh, this is terrible. This can't seriously be happening right now. Yeah, putting your wedding the same day as your first day at the job, that's a pretty bad mistake. I must have not put the date of the entrance ceremony in my calendar because I was trying to hide it from Carl, and I totally forgot when we were finding a day for the wedding. Oh no, this is really bad. What am I supposed to do? This isn't good at all. I really can't believe that something as silly as this has happened. I don't know, but I feel like I'm one of the few people around you who knows exactly how you feel to suddenly realize how important today is. Okay, well, it's still early. I think I can still make it to the office in time. So then you're going to choose your job. Are you sure you'll even be able to make it? You're not responding to me. Well, you must be running around trying to figure something out.
And you mean that Renee really said all of that?
It's true, I screenshotted our conversations because I couldn't believe what I was reading myself.
But I don't get it. Why wouldn't she tell me about any of this?
Well, I think she picked up on the fact that you were taking her side in this and wanted to keep it that way. Although I suppose I probably should have come to you with this before the day of your wedding. But you just seemed so in love with her that I didn't want to spoil your mood.
Well, yeah, but I just wish that you could have told me this earlier. Oh, I really do feel so stupid about everything. I feel like I've been blindsided, and it hurts a lot.
I really am sorry that I didn't, Carl, but you seemed so happy, and I didn't want to feel like I was telling you how to live your life. I just wish things weren't so brutal for you right now. I know that you really are a good person who tries to see the best in people, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before.
No, Bella, you don't have anything to be sorry about. None of this is your fault. All that I wished was that I knew about this sooner so that I could have put a stop to all this and not risk my feelings getting hurt. If anything, I'm grateful that you were always doing this for my sake. You really did always have my best interests at heart.
Well, you were the one who was there for me when I was facing some of the darkest moments of my life, so I just wanted to repay you for all that you did. But anyways, I don't think we have time for all this now. We have more pressing matters to deal with.
Oh, right. I was just told that Renee ran out of the venue in her wedding dress.
So it seems like in the end, she chose her job over you, Carl. Oh, right. She didn't tell you, but it's her first day at the Cherry Corporation today.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, she said that she was asked to give a speech and everything. Then she was going to film it and send it to you as a surprise.
She got a job with Cherry Corp? And her first day happened to be our wedding day? Wow, sometimes the world just comes together for a perfect storm, doesn't it? But what should I do now?
I think that you should content yourself knowing that there are more fish in the sea out there. Anyways, I have to get to work, so I'll talk to you in a bit.
I thought I knew how to read people, but I guess I was completely wrong.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry about that, bro. Please let me in. I left my wedding to come to this thing, so please just let me in. I'm sorry, but I told you that the ceremony has already started and we aren't letting in anyone who's late. The time was very specific, and if you aren't here by the time that it was started, well, bad luck for you. But why are you here? This doesn't make any sense. Well, I'm here at the Cherry Corporation because I work here. Wait, what? You work here? But I had no idea that Cherry would hire someone like you. I mean, I didn't even know that you even had a job to begin with. I always just assumed you were just bussing tables or being a parasite and living off your parents or something like that. That's right, and according to the paperwork, I'm set to be your new boss. You know, the person who you'll have to answer to, the person who's going to show up above your name on every single personnel sheet, the person you'll have to answer to every single day you work here. So, surprise! I bet that you really didn't see this one coming. But it's me. I'm your boss. Isn't this great? Wait, no. Oh, this can't be happening. You're going to be my new boss. But this can't be right. I mean, how can this be possible? How could someone like you ever be in a position above me? This just doesn't make any sense to me at all. My head is spinning. How did it all come to this? I know, right? A real dum-dum like me getting to tell you what to do. I would never even dream of trying to punch above my weight like that. After all, you're so much better than everyone around you, and that's why you're always getting everything right. Oh, wait. You know, my life wasn't all that great after I finished high school. I actually barely even passed when I did graduate. Looking back, I still just don't understand how I made it through in the first place. It's still just a mystery to me. I didn't have any ambition. I just went out with my friends all the time. My life was a real mess. I admit that I wasn't always the most ambitious or most clever person when I was younger, but at least I can own up to my past and who I was then. But one day, Carl and I sat down and he talked to me about how worried he was. He encouraged me to study and work hard and turn my life around. I worked a few jobs before this and finally got enough experience to feel comfortable applying for a job here. You thought that I was incapable of doing anything with my life, but you had no idea what you were talking about to begin with. And I've been here ever since, but I guess you would have never known about that to begin with, since all you do is talk about yourself, isn't that right? But I had no idea about any of that. If I had known, then I never would have treated you the way that I did. I promise you that none of this would have ever happened this way. It all would have been different if only I had just known. You have to believe me. So you mean you would have just kept your mouth shut and tried to kiss up to me instead? That really does just go to show how low of a person you really are. You go around acting as if you're this perfect being who can do no wrong and is always right about every little thing, but I think you should probably just try treating people with respect. You might get farther along in life that way. Well, Oh, this isn't right. This can't be happening. Please tell me that this is actually not happening right now. This just can't be. I can't even wrap my head around this happening. How did it all come to this? Yeah, you're right. It isn't right. I'll probably have to report this lateness to HR, which means that you're going to be fired. But that's just a shame too, since you just started working here. And to think of the bright career that you could have had. Wait, no, don't do that. I left my wedding to come here. You have to let me in. Please, I'm begging you. Can you please just let me know? You can't just keep me outside here forever. I'm ordering you to let me in right now. You can't do this to me. Do you have any idea how shocked Carl was to find out who you really are? I mean, you really, really hurt him. You went on and on about how great it was that you two were together, but then you just went and stabbed him in the back. I can't believe that you would actually do something like that. What is the matter with you? Or the fact that you went so far as to send me a fake wedding invitation, and then on top of that, you run out of your own wedding. Do you really want me to feel bad for someone like you? I mean, really, after all the horrible things that you've done and said to me, do you really think that I would ever feel bad for someone like you? You really have lost it if you think that that is something that was ever going to happen. But I need this job. Please, you don't understand that I really, really need this job. There was no way that I could any time with them since I'm only just starting here. But I need this job to prove to my family and to others what a great success I am. Don't you understand that? All you've shown me is that you care more about this job than you do about my brother, and I refuse to just sit idly by while someone like you takes advantage of someone as kind and caring as him. I just will not let you get away with it. Do you understand me? All you care about is protecting your status and then bragging about it to others. That's why you left your wedding to be here, right? It's not like that. You're twisting things around. Stop taking my words and making it so that they're working against me. That isn't how this is supposed to go. I don't understand why you're being so mean to me like this. I thought that we were supposed to be sisters-in-law. Am I? Or am I just telling you the truth while you try and run away from it? You always used to tell me that I had to stop running away from the truth that you were trying to tell me, and yet here you are, unable to accept the consequences of your own actions. If you really loved my brother, then you would have never done something like this. Honestly, how can you even try and defend yourself after doing something like this? You go on and on about how much better you are than everyone else, but this just proves that you're really not at all. I never want you to go near him again. Do you understand me? I mean it. I don't want you even getting another inch closer to him again. If I ever see you coming around him again, there will be consequences. Well, I'll just go back and get married instead. You think that anyone is still at the wedding venue at this point? Everyone knows the wedding isn't happening. What is that supposed to mean? I mean that the bride ran off. Why would people stick around after that? You made the wrong choice, and now you're paying for it. Why won't Carl take my calls? What's going on? Oh, also, you're probably going to be getting the bills in the mail for all the cancellation fees since you were the one who ran out. Anyways, I've got to get back to work and welcome all our new employees. But now I have nothing. No husband, no job, nothing. Yeah, you probably should have thought about that before running out of your own wedding. You could have had one or the other. But there's no way that Carl will ever take you back. I showed him all the horrible things you said to me. After that, Renee did try and go back to the wedding venue, but everyone had already left and the decorations had been taken down. She kept trying to call Carl, but he never picked up. She even went to my parents' house to ask if he was there, but they told her to get lost, and before she left, they gave her the bills for all the cancellation fees. Then Renee got a call from Cherry Corp telling her that it was a very serious offense to miss the first day of work, and that she would be fired. Having lost her husband and job all in one day, her prideful family also turned her away. I hear that she's barely making ends meet now and living in a tiny apartment. Carl was also quite depressed after all of this happened, but he's getting better day by day. I also do my best to make sure that I'm there for him and cheer him up when I can. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.